Hello, everybody. Hello and welcome. Welcome to episode 5 of Sprawl Prep. We are Sprawl alone. Just me and you. Me and you, Cyber Chat. Our goal today is to prepare the next mission. And it's a bit of a task because the team is very different than they once were. So yeah, we have first of all, only three people, in the mission, at least for the first session, and then we have four. We have the entirely new team, right? We've got a fixer, a pusher, a hacker, and a hunter. So the game needs to take I don't want to say like a sharp right turn, but like a gentle glide into another place. And as you can see, we've got a lot more corpse and groups available to us to use. So yeah, I think we got to talk a little bit about maybe we do a mission that we can finish in one session. I'd love to try that, like a real simple set the tone kind of mission. So the other thing, and this is what's tricky, is that the characters, I'm wondering if the players are okay, and I guess we'll have to talk about this once we're all together, but I've been wondering if the players are going to be okay being guided by Andrew's character's ideology, right? I mean, if you think about it, like the pusher has this tendency to push the game in a particular direction. So I don't know. Now we have a character who's motivated primarily by emancipation of bodies, right? People in owned cybernetics should be free, right? No one else should be able to own your body. So yeah, so that's like a big thing, and I can dangle that and just set it in front of the players. But I need it to be interesting to the other players too. So they're motivated by money, ostensibly in the form of the hunter, right? Because I was looking over my notes. Katya, yeah, like avoiding the combinat, like staying away from like tortured past kind of thing. Let me look at her character sheet. Katya took vengeful. Yeah, when you harm the commandant. So she's out for revenge and for money because she's a character in this game. The other thing is that they yeah, and they're motivated by chaos, right? So what I was thinking, and everybody who's read Neuromancer will know what I'm talking about, but I think that this group is the Panther Moderns. Now, if you haven't read Neuromancer, the Panther Moderns are a gang that get hired in that book to help the protagonist create a distraction. It involves neurotoxins. And I think it's going to be real cool. But I think we got to figure out, I want to figure out how far I can push them, or like what kind of, I want to see if they have the same approach as the Panther Moderns. But the Panther Moderns are like a cyberpunk gang. And they're led by this sort of visionary, right? Lupus Yonderboy. And they participate in a mission. They're part of a mission. Like Neuromancer is all just one long mission. There's several chapters of legwork phase and several chapters of mission phase, and then it's over. The Sprawl is named after the location in that book, and the trilogy from whence the book comes, they're very tightly connected. You can't separate this game from that book. So anyway, Panther Moderns. That's what I think these characters are going to end up being. And so I want to give them opportunities to cause chaos, but to prove a point, right? To further the pusher's goal. Now, if I take a quick look, Relay is not named TBD anymore. Relay is Relay. So if I look at Relay, Relay's objectives are to be illustrious and to be compassionate, compassion for the powerless, right? Desire for fame and compassion for the powerless. Nice, good, easy, revolutionary style person to take care of. And then Katya, we talked about already, right? Katya wants revenge against the Combinat, so tying the Combinat in is a thing that we could do. Jinx is motivated by cash money, dollar bills, right? Finance and violence. Like, this team is the Panther Moderns. Like, they're very much this kind of like monetarily organized gang. And I think Katya is the outlier, right? Dave's character wants to lie and cause chaos. So I think that if anything, these guys are a lot more like together than they were before in the last group. And so Katya, I'm going to have to motivate with that revenge, but also Elf will come up with a second thing. So I'm excited to see where that goes, but we're gonna start a mission off. We're gonna be without the main part of the gang, right? We won't have the gang. So it's gonna be about hunting something, hacking something, and it's got to be about the pusher's mission. So let's start there, right? The characters, we have some hunted tags, right? Like Katya is being hunted by, I guess I can start just making notes on the page. So we'll do our, I guess I can just copy what I got here. Cred staked, right? Cred staked. Katya, relay, Drez, and Jinx. Jinx obviously is going to be 0 for the first mission. This will stay on the board forever. Cred staked. There it is. Now we can start doing this business. So let's see. Hunted. So relay is hunted by, I wrote this down. Relay is hunted by Krug. So relay by Krug. And Katya by Combinat, right? And I don't think anybody else has that as a thing. There's no one else who's hunted. Oh, no, that's not true. Drez is hunted too. Who's Drez hunted by? Oh, Aethertech. Right. That's right. I forgot about that. Okay. So Drez by Aethertech. Because Aethertech is the company that cybered him up, right? And these are the guys who want to robotic ascension, building towards the infinite robotic future. Yeah, okay. All right. So lots of being hunted. I guess I should check Jinx too. Jinx is cyber. No, Jinx is cyber is crap. Encrypted, high capacity, unreliable neural interface. Okay. All right. So I'm going to put this on my layer. So I guess they know I can leave it here. So these are things that are important to me. I can bring these in pretty much whenever I want. But right now, Krug, the Combinat's at level 2. So the Combinat is the most likely. So maybe if I need a complication, and this is something I can put on the thing here. Let's come up with a complication scene, something I can just throw in. Something about the Combinat coming for Katya. Now at level 2, it's not over 1800. They're looking for information. So, maybe if I need wow, it doesn't need to, there we go. If I need a complication scene, maybe what I can do is like, someone, or like evidence she's being followed. Katya is being followed. Someone is asking questions about her. Right? So like, just all I need is if I need a complication scene, I can just throw this in and be like, Katya, you get home and you notice, what security systems do you have in your home? You notice they've been tampered with. Something like that, you know? I think that would be really cool. It's just a way to add flavor and to remind us that the clocks exist, that they're happening. Okay, so we're gonna need a legwork clock, and we're gonna need a mission clock. So legwork clock, and that's at, God, how do these break down? They break down as 1500, 1800, 21, 22, 23, and midnight. Okay. Just doing a little bit of setup work here. There's one, and there's our action clock. Now, if I want to keep this, I need to keep this mission, I want to keep it simple. I want to see if we can get it done in one go. Now, I'm not going to push the players, but I would like to see if we could do it in one sitting. I think it's possible. So we really just need one thing they need to do. So for these characters, I need to come up with a mission that will appeal to hunting, hacking, and then we have the motivator. So maybe just finding somebody. How about we just did a mission that was about finding somebody? But then that's like the hunter's main jam, right? I don't want to do another mystery is the other problem. Like, I want it to be, here's a thing. God, and this is the tricky thing about GMing the Sprawl, is that it's not supposed to be a mystery game, but legwork is all about like preparing for the mission. And in a lot of ways, that's the like finding things out. I guess maybe we just put them at the end of the mystery. Like, we've discovered this. This is a thing. Now go figure it out. But hunting someone is like a mystery, I think. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, hunter's about finding information. Yeah. So let's see. When you want to locate a target, complete these tasks. Maybe complicated by these considerations. Yeah. Ooh, we could tie it back. Oh, that's good. That's really good, Red Troubadour. We could totally just tie it back to finding Project Kusanagi. How did that mission end? Like, they found out that she was a person, but she still got dropped off. You know what? I want the whole team. I want the whole team there for that. I'm making a note. I'm making that one. I'm writing that down. Hold on. It's going in the GM notebook. Yeah, Red Trooper, I'm going to use it. I'm going to use it in the future. I just want everyone to be a part of it. Project Kusanagi Part 2. Because I think they can, yeah, hunt her down and find her. Yeah, the major ended up with the corporation. Okay, yeah, I like that. All right. So let's figure out what we should do with our mission here. Maybe they just needed to destroy something. Like, here's the deal. So a hunting mission. I think we could just make this a hunting mission. It's locating a target. But see, God, I wish we hadn't jumped right into a hunter being the next character, because we just did that mission to like find somebody. I need to do an easy one. We've done an extraction. You know what? Let's just do like a plain like destruction mission. Let's just do that. That should be pretty straightforward. So here's what we can do. Let's pick a corporation to go up against. I think Elixir, maybe. And I also need to set up the rewards. Yeah, just like fuck shit up. I think that's fine. We'll just do that. Okay, so directives. When you accept the mission, mark XP. to complete the mission. Mark XP. And then like a couple of things in the middle. All right. All right. So, what is the mission? The mission is against Elixir. And maybe they just need to hit like an Elixir. They just need to hit like an Elixir like factory or something. Yeah, exactly. Demolish an Elixir facility. Something like that. Yeah. I think this is just like a wreck it up kind of mission. So let's see, mission. And ooh, I know. Okay, I have an idea. So an Elixir repo operation is it's like an indentured servitude thing, right? Where you like you can't afford to pay for something, so you get your brain put into an Elixir like body, or you like something to do with like being temporarily enslaved in like a cyber body for Elixir, because you can't afford to pay for the things that you want. So Elixir has this repo operation or whatever where people have tried to like escape from this indentured servitude thing they get stuck in, and yeah, and they wanna like blow it up. So something like that. Yeah, like okay, so let's talk about the deal then. Let's talk about the framework here. So Elixir offers a financing plan for folks who can't pay for luxury items. You spend a requisite amount of time in a service cyborg in exchange for working off your debt. Someone comes to the group because Elixir is doing repo on people who have defaulted on this debt time. So the idea here is like, I want to buy a car and I can't afford the car, so X amount of hours a day, I have to like do work in a like a cyber body, and it's like the opposite of the Bunraku thing where you like let people, you like turn off, you turn and give your body to them. Maybe we should just do that. Oh no, we could make it like a Matrix thing, where like it is like the Quantum Thief. That's where I was going with that. I don't know. Should we like tweak it, or is this? Do you think this idea fits? I want it to be grabby, right? I want it to be like, because the thing that they're fighting here is, yeah, no, I think you give them your body. Yeah. So yeah, here's how this works. So you can install a dropout system where Elixir gets to use your body for whatever they want, and in exchange you work off your debt. Some folks want out, but Elixir won't let them. Enter the PCs. Okay, I think that works. Yeah, I think that'll work nicely. Okay. So, I guess then, like, the job here will come from, because there still needs to be an employer. Let's let's make it Faith. Let's make it someone who like works at Faith. Let me open up. Hold on, I'm gonna open up Stars Without Number so I can get a name because I like Stars Without Number a lot, and they have a good name category table. So let's take a look at that. Persona music stuck in my head. I mean, Elixir is doing this because they like all the corps do all kinds of stuff. This wouldn't be visible to Elixir. Elixir, like they wouldn't do this out in the open. It's just a deal that you can make with them. So let me see here. My name table. Let's say the person who works at this company, their name is let's call her Tsukiko. Yeah. So Tsukiko, and we'll give her a different, because it's sci-fi, let's give her a different ethnicity's last name. Let's see. Tsukiko Komarov. She's Japanese Russian, and let's see, Tsukiko Komarov, employee at Faith, works in the charitable acts department, got caught up in this whole deal altogether by accident. So she's not working, it's not a job that's working for Faith, but it's connected to them. So I think she works in the charitable acts department, and part of what she's doing is like helping refugees. And I think that she discovered that this was a thing when some refugees that she was helping got caught up in it. And so now she's using her own meager savings or whatever to help, but Faith is keeping an eye on her. So Faith is connected to the mission. Yeah. Okay. All right. So she's the employer. She's going to be like nervous and scared and like doing shit on her own, trying to get the PCs to help because she's heard of Relay and the work that Relay does. Yeah. Okay. So I guess we need to just work at the legwork clock. Oh, I like the red Tudor. Yeah, she's Ainu. I wonder if let me take a look. Oh, cool. Okay. They have like a secret adult name, which we wouldn't know. And then she has like she would have like a nickname. Ah, cool. I gotta learn more about that. I knew they're really interesting. Okay. Anyway, we'll come back to that. So, all right. Let's lay it. I mean, I guess the mission is simple, right? Stop this from continuing. Right? Like mess with the depot that runs it. So what we need is just to fill out what our clocks do. So the clock, so everything is cool at 12. At 15, they're starting to make some noise. So Elixir, there's like some slight some slight like noise, nothing serious yet. I think like Elixir notices someone is paying attention to the project. So I guess, I don't know, like early flag by Elixir. They don't take any action. This is just like so that we know what's going on. At 1800, the target hears vague rumors. So threat levels escalated. Rumors are like taken seriously, or like rumors noted. Like they don't really, this would be like an automated system. It's like, oh, somebody's looking into something, and then threat level escalated. They're like, oh, this might actually be serious, and then they take action at 2100. So that's when we advance the action clock. So the first action that they would take when they learn that like people are asking around or like digging around about their project. Yeah. Yeah, maybe just in the matrix first. So like matrix security around project files increased. All right, so all right, bolstered. All right, so they're gonna bolster the ice. I don't know why it keeps nudging it back there. Okay, so they'll bolster back the or bolster up the ice at this point. So purely ice based. And then I think at 2200 here, reliable information about the time of the mission. This is physical security notified at main location, right? Because they probably, I think it's not a big widespread thing. It's probably just this megaplex. So they'll they'll have that physical security is notified, and that's another action clock. So this is where we upgrade drone. Our automated security is reinforced with human personnel, right? Okay. And then at 2300, reliable information about the team. They know specifically. So I guess they would put out like information about, they know when something's going to happen, and they know yeah. They know when it's going to happen, and they know who's going to do it. So I think this is when we see like profile information. Yeah, they'd be on the lookout. Exactly. Okay. And then does that advance the clock again? Yeah, advances the clock. So I think this would be like Elixir actively. Let's see. At 2100, the clock is supposed to, for the action clock, deploy internal assets. Okay, yeah. Okay. So they deploy a team to counter the operatives, like a specific counter operative team. Also, I don't have enough room. Let me bump that down. Okay. And then at 20 at full, they know exactly what's going on. So I think this is like full security team intercept. And then the action clock at 2200 here is, they call in external assets. So this would be like backup from secure non-project location. So this is like the next tier of external resources. So not just on the place, the next batch out. And then 2300, the target deploys external assets. Oh, I see. So 22 is locked down, and then okay. So we'll do that. Site and matrix lockdown for maintenance. Here we go. And then back up from a secure non-project location, and then at the last one, it's like again overwhelming excessive force. All right. So there's some chat going on about whether or not we should be planning all the steps of the action phase and the legwork clock. Yes, the game says to do so. Ergo, I'm doing it. And I've never found it to be a problem. I don't think that it railroads. I think it's just when the clock advances, it's just like prescriptive and descriptive stuff in Apocalypse World. When the clock advances, this is what I get to do. I make a move when they advance the clock. And if they do a thing that would trigger this, we move the clock up to that place. It's simple stuff. It's no more railroady than any part of Apocalypse World, in my opinion. So I'm gonna keep on keeping on. I don't find it to be constraining or restrictive at all. So for the directives, I want to try to make these directives a little bit less like mysterious. So when we start the mission, they know what's going on and they know where it's going on, right? They know the place where people are going to get this done. They have the matrix site. They have all that stuff ready to go. So I'm going to go ahead and just make the clock about actively doing shit, or rather the directives. So I think all we really need to do is like this is where the railroad would come in, right? Because you have to do it in this way. So let's think of some like open things that could happen here. So they accept the mission. When they complete the mission, they get XP. And in between, what do we want to encourage them to do? Right? Like when you... like I feel like I want to keep it simple, so maybe 5 is too much. Let me check and see if it makes me... Yeah, that's a good one. So when you destroy the facility, or the facilities... Oh, God. You don't have to destroy the facility, but you destroy the facility's ability to function. You permanently... Yeah. And we'll say maybe not the facility, maybe the project. Yeah, there we go. And you permanently destroy the project's ability to function. Facility's too big of a word because I don't want it to be about the facility itself. Okay, when you permanently destroy the project's ability to function, good to go. And then you complete the mission. Or is that... I don't know. Let me fill it out and then we'll tweak it. When you... Like, what else can they do? Because all the directive really is to destroy it, is to stop it. Stop them from continuing this project. I know. When you... like, fully investigate or understand... Basically, what I want to do is when you understand the scope of the project, you make sure that you've, like, closed all the doors, that you know how to come at it when you have a plan to do that. Let me look at the book. Let's see if the book gives me some suggestions. Like, I don't want to force them to take any specific actions. Yeah, Mads, I was thinking about like disseminating info, but everyone knows about this already. It's not a secret. It's these slaves' fault they became slaves, right? They shouldn't have tried to own that expensive car. If you want healthcare, don't buy an iPhone, right? That's the thing. I think what we want to set here, let me look at this here, because people won't care. It's got to stay dystopian. It's got to stay cyberpunk. No one gives a fuck. It's these people's fault. Yeah, let's see. Running the mission. I'm going to just search for the thing. Yeah, the directives will be out in the open, so they can't be secret. Mission directives, okay. The other way to gain mission directives, when you accept the mission, yeah, let's only do 4. So let's do 1 more. Oh, okay. Here, when you decide how to hit the project, mark XP. So this is just like when you have a plan. I don't have to, I was overthinking this, I think. Accept the mission, figure out how you're going to do it. And then, I mean, this is when you complete the mission. I guess when you, like, turn it in, when you, oh, I know. When you turn in proof, mark XP. Technically, it's when the mission ends, but yeah, I think that'll do, right? So just figure out how you're going to do it, and then prove that you did it. And that should be fine. Yeah, something like that. And then my job in the game, you know what? Here, this is the thing that I should do. I just want to create a list to keep it present all the time of everybody's directives. So Katja's directive, we said, was vengeance. Well, when the mission ends, rewards XP on a failure, but that's I'm looking at it in the book. Page 145, when the mission ends, mark 2 XP. Right? Okay, Katja's vengeance. Relay is illustrious and compassionate. Where should I put this? I'm running out of room. Let's just go ahead and make my play surface bigger. Derez. This is something I love, having an infinite amount of table space to just throw things around on. Okay, so Derez, deceptive and mayhem. And then Jinx. Financial and violent. All right. And these are our directives. There we go. All right. That's cool. I got those sorted out. So this will be here to remind me later. And let's space some of this stuff out. I'm crowding myself. There we go. That looks much nicer. There we go. Okay. So I think that's all I need. I just need a name for this mission. I just need a name for the mission. I saw some good ones floating around in chat before. What do we think? We need operation. Something. God. Operation Robert Paulson. The idea here is, like, we want the operation to be like kind of hinting at like the kind of like dire straits these people are in, the idea that they've gotten in over their head. We want to illustrate the problem, but not the solution or any of the secret stuff. So It's not about emancipating, really. It's honestly, legally, the characters are the bad guys here, because Elixir said, if you sign this, we will give you this fancy thing in exchange for these things. And the people in here, and the victims here, they technically agreed to their servitude. So something, yeah. It's not so much about like repossession anymore. It's about like Operation declaring, like Operation Bankruptcy or something like that. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm aware that legal is not moral. I mean, obviously, but in the cyberpunk dystopia, if you're a corporation or anyone who, yeah, something legal about a like a void contract or something. Hmm. Operation Fine Print. Oh, that's good. That's it. That's good, Ravenstock Monkey. That's perfect. Operation Fine Print. Thank you. Oh, that's perfect. Thank you so much. Okay, cool. All right, we got it. That'll be easy. You think we can get through this in one session? 3 characters? There's gonna be like next to no combat unless they go in like dangerously. So they're gonna have to be careful. And like the only combat capability they really have is like sniping. So this is gonna be an interesting game for us, I think. I guess we'll see. I guess we'll see the pacing once we get it started. So tune in tomorrow, I suppose, for Operation Fine Print with our new characters. Thank you so much as always for your help, everybody. You are indispensable. I would not turn you over to the corporations for credits in the distant future. I would keep you close to me. You could be in my revolutionary cabal. All right, friends. I'm going to go. I will see you tomorrow, 11 o'clock Pacific, right here, twitch.tv/roll20app. See you then.